going to be learning the easiest method to solving the square-one. The square-one is pretty easy if we just break it down. So first of all, let's recognize that there's this middle layer, and then there are pieces on the top and bottom that we need to move around to solve the cube. Now also the top and bottom are going to be our yellow and white sides. The rest of the pieces around will not be white or yellow. Now also there's only two types of pieces. So here we see these small triangular pieces that are going to be our edges, and then there are these corners. These corners are exactly twice as long as these edges, and those are going to be important in our algorithms. So pretty much we are just going to keep flipping this layer and then moving around the cube while we do algorithms. We'll never have to do cube turns or anything. We'll just always have our thumb on this small piece, our other finger on this back piece, and then we'll just flip this while we turn layers. Now let's go over how to read algorithms. So algorithms for the square-one are very unique. You might remember from things such as the 3x3 that it's in R's and U's and L's, but for the square-one, we're going to go into a numerical system. So when you see a slash, that means that you're going to move this middle layer. And remember, as I said, this small dot is on your thumb, and the line is here on the back. So when you see a slash, it means flip this. Now, you're going to see it looks like coordinates, but it's not really. So the first number is going to refer to the top layer. So let's say the first number was a 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tick it twice counterclockwise. Now, how I'm going to do that is, so here is my middle line. So I would move it like 1, 2. And then we're also going to have to know that corners are worth 2. So if I saw a 2, then that would mean 1 corner. If I saw a 3, that would mean corner and an edge. Essentially, that first number just has to do with how many degrees we're going to turn the top side. If it's a negative number, such as -2, we'll just simply turn it twice counterclockwise. Now, the second part of the coordinate will, of course, just be the bottom. And it works the same way, just one number is one edge, and corners are worth 2. So, as we just do algorithms, we're just going to keep swiping, moving the layers, and then we'll just have to remember how many ticks on the top and bottom to move it to remember the algorithms. Now the first step of the square-one is to get it into a cube shape. So essentially we're going to make this look like a cube and not worry about colors for now. You might think you can do this all based on logic, but you're going to find that that's pretty difficult, so I'm going to show you what is, in my opinion, the easiest way to get it into a cube shape. So first, we're going to try to get all of our edges next to each other. Now, if you're not able to get all of the edges touching each other, maybe you have one left, that's fine. I will also show you the case for that. But our first step is try to get all the edges together. Now we're going to position this so that along this slice, it cuts through these two corner pieces in the back. And now we're going to do this algorithm. Slice, -2, -4, slice, -1, -2, slice, -3, -3, slice. And now, all the edges were there, and now we have this into a cube shape that we can start working with. So the other case that I was trying to explain is when you have all of your edges next to each other except for one. And this is fine, we'll just have to do a different algorithm to solve this case, because it's pretty hard to get only one edge out and put it next to the other ones. So you're going to start with the slice. Instead of having this be a perfect box back here, we're actually kind of going to start with a 1, and then we'll start our algorithm. So our algorithm is slice, 2, 2, slice, 1, 0, slice, 2, 2, slice, 1, 0, slice, -1, 0, slice, -0, -3, then slice. Now, it's okay if this middle layer is off. We'll just simply move 1, 0, slice, -1, 0. So that's pretty easy to remember. All right, now that we have it in a cube shape, we can start moving around the colors. Our first step of solving the square-one by color is to orient the corners. So essentially we're going to move corners until all four on top and bottom are the same color. So we're going to look at this spot here and this spot down here. So top left, bottom right. And then this algorithm is going to swap these two. And then you will just continue to swap corners until all four are white or yellow. So get your corners where they're supposed to be, and then you'll perform this algorithm. 1, 0, slice, 3, 0, slice, -1, 0. So that moved these two corners, and then we can just continue using this algorithm until all four corners are the same color. Our next step will be to orient the edges. So once again, we're going to use a one-piece swapping algorithm, but now it's going to swap this edge here and this edge on the bottom. So put your pieces where they need to go, and then you'll do this algorithm. 1, 0, slice, 0, -3, slice, 0, -3, slice, -1, -1, slice, 1, 4, slice, 0, 3, slice, -1. So now what that did is it switched just these two edges, and then we'll just continue using this algorithm until we've moved all the edges so that one side on the top is white and one side is yellow. In case you've ever solved a 3x3, this next step might be familiar to you. So you might remember looking for headlights and then doing an algorithm to solve the headlights on all four sides. Now we're kind of going to do that same thing for the square-1, except now we have two layers that we need to fix. If all four sides already have headlights, then that is fine. You can just leave it be. And if you have no headlights on the side, then you can just orient the side anywhere to fix it, and then it will give you headlights, so then you'll just do the algorithm again. For our first layer, we are going to position the headlights on the right side, and then this algorithm is going to fix just the top layer. So the algorithm is slice, 0, 3, slice, 0, -3. Slice, 0, 3, slice, -3, 0, slice, 3, -3, slice. So now what that did is we had headlights here, and now we have headlights on all four sides. So now I'm going to show you how to do it for this bottom side. So you're also going to position the headlights on the right, and now you're going to do this slightly similar algorithm to fix the bottom. So slice, -3, 0, slice, 3, 0. Slice, -3, 0, slice, 0, 3, slice, 3, -3, slice. So now you know an algorithm to fix the top and the bottom. Now that our corners are permutated, it'll be easy to see if we have a flipped middle layer. So if you try to line up the corners, they won't all line up. So the way that we're going to fix this is we're just going to slice, then we're going to move the middle layer around, and then slice back. Now the first algorithm that we'll be going over is the parity algorithm. So this swaps the edge in front of you with the edge behind it. Now of course there are more cases of parity, but by doing this algorithm you'll always be able to get it into one of the natural cases that we just went over. So with holding the cube like this, you'll do this long algorithm. Slice, 3, 3, slice, 1, 0, slice, -2, -2, slice, 2, 0, slice, 2, 2, slice, -1, 0, slice, -3, -3, then slice. Now it'll go back into a cube, but we're not done yet, so to continue, -2, 0, slice 3, 3, slice 3, 0, slice -1, -1, slice -3, slice 1, 1, slice, and then we'll just fix these sides. So I guess that's a -4 and -3. Wow, you don't know how many times that took to try to do that on camera. It's pretty easy once you get fast at it. It was just kind of hard to slow it down for the sake of this video. But it's really helpful to learn because you'll need to learn it to solve the cube every time without having to start over. Our second and final algorithm will be used to switch around the rest of the pieces. So it will switch these two pieces here and also these two pieces here. I'll show you in a moment how you can use this one algorithm to fix all the rest of the edges, but for now, here's the algorithm. 1, 0, slice 0, 3, slice -1, -1, slice 1, -2, slice -1, 0. So there's the algorithm. Now I'll show you how you can use that algorithm to fix the rest of the cube. Here's a cube with the edges mixed up. I made sure that there was no parity just for the sake of this clip, and I'm going to show you how to use that last algorithm to fix the rest of these. So you're going to look up in these two spots that are about to switch and try to get it so that at least one 3-color pair will be made. So I see green here and then these green headlights. So after I'm done with the algorithm, I will have all 3 green pieces. Now I'll look down here. Alright, so here I can put the blue in here, and I'll have all the blue pieces together. So I'll just do my algorithm. So now I have a few more pieces together. Now I'll just continue to look and try to get more pieces together. So here's green I can put in, here's red I can put in. So you just continue doing that until you only have a few pieces left. And now I'm going to go over the last couple cases for when you have a full side solved and then you have the last few pieces to move around. Our first and most common case will be when you have a U-perm. So as you can see, this whole side is solved, and I have the last 3 pieces to move around. So what you will do is, the first thing you'll do is find the opposite edge. You see how this is opposite where it needs to be, and then the other 2 are only 1 away from their slot. So I'm going to purposefully switch the opposite edge with one of my other ones. And then what that's going to do is it's going to make the cube so that I only have these 2 left to swap and these 2 left to swap, which is of course the perfect case for this algorithm, and then it's going to solve the cube. Another case is this Z-perm here. So as you can see, I have 2 to swap here and 2 to swap on the back. So first I will swap these 2 using the algorithm. And then with keeping these 2 here, I'll just move these 2 into the swapping position. And then that's going to be the perfect case because it's going to solve the rest of my edges. Now the H-perm case is a little annoying because it's going to take more steps. So as you can see, none of the edges are only 1 space away from being into their correct spot. So just take any of them, do the algorithm, and then that should give you some pieces that are 1 space away from being into their correct slot. You'll just have to continue to use logic, and then eventually you'll happen upon a U-perm once you fix enough of them. And then we just went over how to do that. You'll switch with the opposite, and then we'll give you the perfect case to do your algorithm, and then you'll be done. If you use this method quickly, you'll probably be able to get under a minute on your solves, but it will just take practice. I hope this video is helpful to you, and for the future, good luck.